Hi, everyone. I'm so excited. Hi, Marcella. I know, I cannot believe it. It feels crazy. I haven't finished my books for 2025 yet, but I'm in my December book. I am like halfway through Mistborn and I'm having a fantastic time. But then I still have Crow Lake that I need to get to. So, hi, Keely. Yes, excited for a fresh start. I feel like, yeah, towards the end there, I started not like picking up and getting to the TBR Spin books as quickly as I did in the beginning of the year, but I'm resetting. I'm also just excited to like start a new year of reading because right now I feel like there are books that I really want to read before the end of the year. I feel like once we switch over, I'm just going to be like reading whatever I want. And I'm very excited. Yay. Oh, I hope everybody's loving their stacks. Hello. Yay. Oh, I'm glad that you're taking part. Just sitting here realizing that one book I put on my stack was on my 24 and 24 and 25 and 25. Honestly, do I have any of those? I don't think I actually have any of those, but I should. There's one book that I probably should have put on here, but it wasn't the oldest, so I'm going with it. Oh, welcome. Oh, I'm glad that you're doing the challenge with us. Hello. Hi. Lots of familiar faces, lots of new faces. I'm excited to take part, but also in denial that it's the end of 2025. Yeah, for real. Oh, I really like that there's just a cat tail right there. That's like the perfect framing. Hello. Hi, everyone. Excited to participate. Oh, first time. Yeah, we've got quite a few first time people this year. Hi, Sam. Good morning. Still working on my December book. Same. And that's okay. It is still December. We're just getting ready for like our first book that we know is going to be on our January TBR. Or maybe you all are ahead of the game and have major January TBR. I haven't, and I don't plan on it. This book will be my January TBR, and then everything else I read is just going to be whatever I want. God. The cats are going crazy. Well, I should rephrase that. Zuko's going crazy. And then I thought I had, oh, yep, there's another cat in here. Hello. Usually lurking in the background, decided to chat today. Oh, yay, I'm glad. Oh, really excited to join for the first time. Happy Christmas. This is my first quiet day and I'm excited for the spin. Oh, I'm glad this landed on your first quiet day. I'm on my 12th book from last year, so nearly made it. That's awesome. Great job. Looking forward to 26 TBR as focusing on reading from my own TBR bookshelves next year. Yeah, same. I mean, that is usually my focus going into the year. It's just like, does it stay my focus? I do think that I have less books. I don't know. I'm going to have to count those when I talk about my goals. Can you tell I don't want to? I don't want to know. I like living in this world where I think I did it. And I don't want to find out I'm wrong. Hi, Amelia. Snowing in Minnesota. It actually did snow a tiny bit here last night. So I didn't see it actively snowing, but there is snow on the ground this morning, but it's already like almost melted. Snow melts so fast here. The elevation and the very strong sun in Colorado means that it just like melts so fast, which is actually really nice because I lived in the Midwest for a while in Indiana and that snow did not melt right away. That snow was like, hey, I'm going to be here till like March or April and I hope you're cool with it. But yeah, that's our second or third snow for this year, which is really sad actually. But I'm hoping that it picks up. It has been an incredibly warm winter. So I'm happy to see snow at all at this point. First time joining. Oh, yay. Looking forward to it. Oh, lots of first time participators. Oh, also my first year. Oh my gosh. I have to read 140 pages in East of Eden today, so not planning on starting my spin book. Yeah, fair. Are you liking East of Eden? That is on a want to read list in my brain, not necessarily like I don't have it, so it's not on my TBR, but it's up here on my TBR. Oh, I'm so glad you're joining. In my head, you were always a part of it. Excited to join the challenge for the first time. I just finished creating my stack yesterday. I'm ready to either read them or get rid of them. Yes. Yeah. In here, we love DNFs. We are champions of DNFs. If you find a DNF, that just means that you figured out your reading tastes a little bit more and you took a book off of your shelves that you weren't going to like anyway. And that's a win. That does count in this challenge. On Storygraph, hi. On Storygraph, you do have to put, or I think you do, I don't know if they have an option yet to count a DNF towards a reading challenge. But what I usually do is I end up adding a different book to it that I did finish reading, just so that it like actually counts that month as complete. But then I say like hide from challenge just because it's not the actual book that I read for that challenge. And I do have that feature now, which I do really like actually, because there have been books that I've added to specific challenges that I think it's like a spoiler that's in the book. And like, I didn't know it going into it. It just like happened to work. So being able to hide the book from the challenge so that other people aren't like getting spoiled for something that's in the book, but like not advertised as being in the book is really great. Not a new subscriber, but new to TBR Spin. Oh, I'm glad you're here for it. Still working on my December book, Born by Jeff Vandermeer, but excited to find out what the first book will be for next year. How are you liking Born? I'm always curious. Jeff Vandermeer is such a weird author, and I really like most of his stuff. I did DNF one book by him. It was his YA, The Perilous Peril or something. That can't be right. It has peril in the name. But his other books I've really liked, but they are weird. So I do think it takes like a very specific reading taste to really like them. I think Annihilation is his most accessible. And a lot of people find that one weird as well. The cattail show. Yeah, for real. Oh, he's still on the top of the tree. Yay. Oh, glad you're here. I have a cat on my lap, so I probably will have to note the prompt and then get the prompt later because I can't reach my stack right now. Yeah, the Klaus here was on my lap just before we got started. And then I was thinking I might have to kick him off because he likes to like bound on my desk, which is cute, but it can't sound good on the microphone. So I was thinking I was gonna have to kick him out for the intro to this, but he's chill now and Zuko is insane. Yeah, for real Sunday Zoomies. This will be my 4th year participating, my 1st year completing the stack, manifesting. Yes. I'm hoping that 2025 is going to be the first year I finish the stack, but I haven't done it yet. So, yes, this is the 4th year of TBR Spin, the 2nd year that we're doing live shows for it. But yeah, for the first 2 years, it was me and Jill from the Book Bully. So her channel's not really active right now. Like it still exists. You can still like watch videos from her. But I met her doing BookTube. I love her. She's great. And we used to switch off doing just like a video where we spun the wheel to get a prompt and having it on our channel. But she stopped like, doing YouTube after 2 years. And so I just was doing it just me last year and decided to try out doing it live, and it worked. Enough people came and it was great. I've got my lap can't reach the TBR Spin. I looked at that already, didn't I? My goal in 2025 was to start 2026 with 50 books or less. I didn't quite make it. I have 61 unread books. That's really good though. That's awesome. You can do it. 2025 was my first year. I completed it. If you also count the 3 or 4 DNFs. Yeah, my completion for 2025, if I do actually complete it, does include a DNF. I decided last night to up my reading goal from 50 to 70 books for 2026. Hope I didn't self-sabotage. This is my best, 2025 has been my best reading year, like book number wise. And honestly, I think also content wise, I've really loved a lot of the books that I've read this year. It's kind of insane. Like most 5 stars I think I've ever given. But I think I'm on book 95 maybe. And my previous highest year was 92. I'm not going to make it to 100, and that's okay. Maybe one year I will, but I actually don't care that much. I used to care a lot, so it feels weird to be this close and not care, but I think that that's a healthier way to look at it probably. So I'm going with it. First time joining live. Excited to be here. Welcome. Have I missed a spin? You have not. We have just been chatting. There's so many. And hi, Jem. I'm so glad you're here. For the first time, I have more books on my bookshelves that I've read than I've unread. That's awesome. I have very mixed feelings about East of Eden. Ooh, we might have to talk about that at some point. I'm curious. Yes, it is very exciting. My stack is at 20 books and I still haven't narrowed it. That's okay. I'm not a big like rules lawyer for my challenge, in case you haven't noticed. I have 20 pages left on What Moves the Dead, so I should finish that soon, and will be my retelling for Herkiad 2.0. That was originally my retelling, then I swapped it to something else. I know, right? We're glad Jem's here. Ready for my first TBR spin. Oh, glad you're here. That's also my retelling for Herkiad too. I really liked it, so I read the rest of the series afterwards. Yes, I am planning on continuing in that series, but I do have another T Kingfisher that I haven't read yet, so I'm trying to do that first. I'm so bad about buying multiple books from authors that I haven't read yet, and I try to only have one book from an author that I haven't read yet. Born has been interesting. It's a little slow going, but I'm enjoying it. It is pretty weird. Yeah, okay. I think that those are all good things, or all similar feelings that I had. Because I do feel like I preferred like the second half to the first. I still need to choose my stack. I'm a dog here with zoomies. Love it. I got bingo on Wonderthon captions. Nice. I deleted and rewrote to make it more clear, but I got saved anyway. Oh, I see. No worries. I was confused about the reordering, but that makes a lot more sense. I'm so close to finishing my 2025 stack. Same. Found your channel through the Herkiad challenge. I only got back into reading this year after a decade-long absence. That challenge is a bit too hardcore for me right now. TBR spin I can do. Yeah, super fair. Super fair. I think if I didn't have a channel, I probably still would try, but I don't think I would be as diligent with it as I have been, just knowing that like every month I'm going to be like making updates and everything. And they are very fun to make. I think I might finish the series, but I'll have to wait for the next one a bit from the library. First year doing it and going to try to use it to get my oldest big books off my TBR. Ooh, need the extra help to get them. Yeah, I have 2 quite large books on here that are making me a little bit nervous, but it's going to be great. I'm reading book number 150. Wow, but it was kind of a mediocre reading year. Wow, that is awesome though. My first complete year. Had my TBR down to 10 books, and then Christmas came around and now I have 13. That's just one book over what TBR spin is. So I read like 160 books this year, and I don't know when that happened. I dropped to 50 books a year a few years ago, but it's been growing again. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Yeah, I think last year or the year before I read like 62 because we moved from Florida to Colorado, and it was a lot. Just super happy. I'm so hyped to get these books read. I think out of my 150 books, I only had 24 or 5 stars. Ooh, I actually don't remember the number of 5 stars that I had, but it was quite a few. Very excited for this year. Last year was so fun. It was. Reading books is very good. I think everyone should read books. I agree. I very much agree. This is my first year doing TBR spin, but I'm going to try to stick to my spin stack as much as I can. Nice. Yeah. So today we don't have a swap on the wheel. That was decided, I think last year was the first year that I decided to do that, because the previous year we got a spin prompt or a swap prompt for our very first spin, which just doesn't feel as good because you just came up with your stack and it's like, this is a stack of books that I want to read. And then month 1 you come in, it's like, get rid of one of them. So there's no swaps available today. And then when we spin for February, that'll be the first time we'll have 2 swap prompts on the wheel that we might get. Setting my goal for 100, though I will hit 114 today. Wow, maybe 116 by the end of the year. I'm doing a challenge that involves a personal curriculum, so I think less in 2026. Is it the anti-brain rot reading challenge? Because that's what I'm doing. My goal for 2026 is to lower my physical TBR from almost 68% to 65%. That's a good idea to do percentages. I like that. Trying to wrap up an arc that's due in a couple of weeks. Been sick since Christmas and slowly starting to feel better. Oh, I hope that, yeah, I hope that you're getting there. And you'll feel 100% soon. We are in fact all here. Yeah, I basically made a channel to take part in her again. I need the feeling of accountability. It helps. Participated the last few months. Oh yeah, but now I'm excited to start from the beginning. But I have a stack of 13 books now. Totally fine. Oldest big book is Infinite Jest. And I really want to read it before the anniversary edition comes out. Oh, maybe that'll get me to finish Infinite Jest. Yeah, that was on my 25 books to read in 2025 list. I still haven't finished it. First time here, very nervous and excited. I'm nervous and excited, and it's not my first time here, obviously. First, you're doing TBR Spin, a couple of large hard books that I really don't want to get today. Sorry, can somebody tell me how many I need to grab a stack? I've never done this before. Oh, yes, absolutely. So grab a stack of 12 books from your TBR. These could be audiobooks, ebooks. It doesn't have to be physical books. I like doing physical books, but I tried to make any prompt that was specific to a physical book also have an option for if you don't have it physically. So yeah, but that's, you just need 12. And basically, even if people aren't joining today, anybody can join at any time. You just need the number of books for the number of months left in the year because we spin once a month. I read over 120 books, but almost half were manga. Oh, I haven't read a manga in a really long time, actually. Well, in like a year. I guess that's not a really long time. I have 2 600+ page books on my list, but most others are in the 200 page range. Yeah, I think that that's about what I have. Well, maybe not. Maybe they're longer than I thought. I only have 4 books on my shelves I haven't read yet, so I can't participate in TBR Spin. Oh, well, maybe you can participate with the 4, and then maybe you'll get more throughout the year. Or you'll have books from the library, and they'll just be like the part of it. I really hope we get to start the year with a kind spin. I think I generally have pretty kind ones. I mean, I guess it depends on what it matches up with on your stack, but I don't have like the longest book on your on your stack on the wheel currently. This will be my first year doing TBR Spin, and I just finished creating my stack. Oh, yay. Also, 2025 is the first year I got to 50 books read for the year. Oh, congrats. Currently 61 books finished. Also, first year on my anxiety meds, meaning I became able to read a lot again. Yeah, it helps. Speaking from experience, it helps. I'm doing anti-brain rat 2026 too. Yes, I'm a bit nervous about the annotation part, but I'm excited to try. Yeah, I've been slowly trying to get more into annotating towards the end of the year, so I'm like more ready. But even in Mistborn, I've been annotating, which is not a book I would have typically annotated, but I'm having actually a lot of fun doing it. So I'm feeling more encouraged about the challenge. I only had 5 5-star books out of 114. I'm a tough reader. Okay, well that's fair. I do think it's better to be that way than to have like 1 million 5 stars, because then I can't tell anymore. That's when people need to start making 6-star ratings, and I'm like, then your rating system's broken. You need to recalibrate, which I've done several times. So I understand the need. I somehow accidentally started an annual tradition of starting my year off with 1 Stephen King Chunky Monkeys a few years ago. So I know that Needful Things will be one of my first for 2026. Oh, awesome. I do have a Stephen King on my list, so it's a possibility for me. I've got Misery on my list. My main goal for 2026 is to have 50% of my owned books read. It's currently at 41%. Ooh, oh my gosh, you can do it. You got this. Still 250 pages in. Yep. That's where I'm at with Infinite Jest. Yes, anti-brain rot challenge. Studied Latin in college and liked it, but I've forgotten all of it. So that's my personal curriculum focus, studying Latin. That's awesome. I haven't fully decided yet, but I have some ideas. First reading challenge like this, excited and terrified at the same time. Luckily, it's all fun. And if you end up not liking a book, you can still DNF it and it still counts. So it's of the reading challenges, I feel like it's a pretty chill one. I'm a monster, want to read all the books that will make me cry. So most of my stacks are emotional books. There are quite a few of those types of people in this chat. So you're in good company. Or arcs that I never got to, but should have. Okay, we're almost to the current in the chat, and then we will do our spin. I'm late, had to take the trash out before the storms and wind arrive. Oh, Oh, I'm glad you're here though, Anne. I'm not following the anti-brain rot reading schedule completely. My work schedule is really hard January, February, so 45 minutes a day is not realistic. Yeah, that's fair. I like that you're making it for you. The anti-brain rot challenge is basically like a challenge to read more critically, I guess, throughout the year, and less like to turn your brain off, but more to like turn your brain on. And so it's Janine from The Story Ain't Over. That's her channel name, and I believe also her Instagram. But she has a short on Instagram, and I'm sure TikTok, that has like explains it really quickly, and then she has a longer video on her YouTube channel that explains it. But one of the main things is that you read every day for 45 minutes, and you're like annotating or taking notes or something while you're reading, instead of just like kind of passively reading, if that makes sense. But that's one of the big things. But yeah, and then it's also like keeping like some sort of like reading journal to actually like write down fully your thoughts and everything before sharing them out. There's a personal curriculum portion of it, which is the part I was most hesitant about, but then I just watched her video talking about it. Now I'm kind of excited about it. But I am a learning nerd. I do work in learning. It's in a corporate company, but I do very much think about learning all the time. So it does work for me. Hi, I am very good. I'm doing great. I'm very excited. I'm here with my stack ready, and with hope that I don't need to read the biggest book. Not ready for that. Same. I think I could do it for January. I think it would be okay. It wouldn't be the worst thing, but I'd rather start off easier. Also have mystery on my list. Love it. I want to read more diversely. Oh, that's another big part of the anti-brain rot challenge. But most of the books I have are by white authors. Yeah. My TBR looks okay, but I have read like a lot of white authors this year, in comparison to like BIPOC authors. So I would like to just learn and be better about like recognizing BIPOC author names, because I just don't think they're shared as much. So it's harder to like know them. I feel like there's a core that like, like I know a few from sci-fi, a few from horror, a few like, but that's it. And so I want to broaden that. But yeah, part of the anti-brain rot challenge is to read one book by a BIPOC author for every book that you read by a white author, which didn't seem like it would be hard at first until I looked at my reading from last year, and I was like, oof, I am off on that percentage by quite a bit. So that'll be a big part. I tend to read much more on weekends and less on weekdays. So we'll just have to work for the brain rot challenge, reading challenge. You got it. I'm a law student, so I'll probably not be able to keep up full time every day either, but I figure give it a shot at the beginning of the year at least. Yeah, for real. Like at the worst comes to worst, we get slightly better about reading. Will you do videos about the anti-brain rot challenge? I'm not sure yet. There's one that I plan on doing, or at least a short that I plan on doing for like the first week. But I don't know if I'm going to do full length videos, because I don't know how different it's going to be from Herkyed, because I'll be talking about the same books. So yeah, I haven't quite decided yet. My main goal as a reader is to own a legal library of 1,000 books, but I want them to be books that I loved. Yeah, that it does sound very cool. That's not a goal currently in my life, but maybe if I owned a house, it would be. Misery is a great book. Enjoy it. Oh, I'm excited for it. Enjoying a cup of coffee as I watch this. I don't have a cup of coffee yet, but that's just because Curtis isn't awake and he always makes our coffee. I could do it. I could. But why ruin the routine? I'm new to your channel, so glad I found you. I'm glad you're here. A longtime lurker for my first live with you. Currently reading Mary by Nair Cassidy. Awesome. Oh, I'm glad that you joined. Nat Cassidy. That makes sense. I was like, that doesn't sound right when I say it. I think that law school probably makes up thinking critically. Yeah, for real. You're doing the critical part already. Hi. Oh, currently reading Nestlings by Nat Cassidy. Got 2 people reading Nat Cassidy here. I'm suffering a book hangover from reading my best fiction of the year. Oh, what was it? True. I mostly want to focus on the diversity of my reading for the challenge, so the rest of it might fall off. Honestly, I feel like even if you did like just one of the goals of out of the however many there are for the challenge, I do think it's going to just like make us better readers in general. I'm doing a personal curriculum, but not as part of the anti-brain rot challenge because I really can't do daily. Yeah, that's fair. I think that'll probably be true for a ton of people. I read so many BIPOC authors, but I've never tried to track an exact percentage. I think I probably meet that part naturally, except for 2 series that might have messed up my number. It's the series, because a lot of series that I read are white authors. I'm now realizing I've never really thought about it before. So yeah, I think if I found some like BIPOC fantasy authors that I could really get into, then that would be a big game changer for me. Listening to Prison Healer. Did you read that already? I have not read Prison Healer. I remember thinking about reading it at one point, but I've never like owned it or anything. So that's the closest I've gotten, is thinking about maybe reading it. I'm already doing a million challenges, but why not add another one? Gonna watch the anti-brain rot video she made today. Yes. Currently reading Hemlock and Silver by T. Kingfisher. Love T. Kingfisher. Doing a personal curriculum to research for a book I am writing because I keep procrastinating. Oh, that's a great idea. Finished Piranesi, not planning to start another book this year, although did exceed my reading goal by 10 books. Oh, congrats. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'll finish my current read and still sneak one other book in, but it's mostly because I just want to finish my TBR Spin stack from 2025. Okay. Oh, the true story of Raja the Gullible. Raja. I keep saying Raja because that would be like Spanish pronunciation, but it's definitely Raja. It makes me very sad that this book doesn't get any recognition. I have it on my holds list from the library. And then I'm going to try to give it a recommendation. Have you read the Zodiac Academy series? I haven't, but I do love an Academy book, so I have thought about it. I feel like I heard kind of mixed things at the beginning, but now whenever I hear about it, it's people that loved it. So it's probably a matter of time, honestly. I recently upgraded my bookshelves, but I'm still nowhere near 1,000. I read a lot from the library and then buy if it's worth owning. That is such a great way to do it, honestly. Everybody be quiet now. I want to see this spin. I'm reading it now. Oh, yay. Oh, that's right. I did know that you were reading it. I finished Alchemize yesterday, and that was the book I wanted to finish this year. Now I'm good with whatever. That's great. Sorry to tell you that I didn't like it as much as I expected. Personal curriculum for quarter 1 of 2026 is on increasing accessibility in our learning modules for work. Yay, corporate learning girl. Oh, yeah, that's right. I did remember that, Keely. That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, we focused a lot on accessibility at my job this year. I have a bad book buying problem, so I'm really trying hard in 2026 to read the book first, then buy it if I like it. That is a very admirable goal. I don't know if I could ever do that personally. Alchemize is on my spin stack. Scared so long. Ooh, okay, let's do it. We're doing it. I think that worked, Marcella. Okay, let's go to our wheel. Whew. Okay, we're ready. We're ready. I'm just gonna spin it. I'm just gonna click it and spin it. So no more preamble. Everything's fine. What is? Oh my gosh! And you had this prompt as a suggestion during one of our lives. Oh, this is what a perfect one to start off. Okay, so actually this might open up like a ton of options though. I wasn't foreseeing getting this as the first one, but I wanted it on the wheel right away because I wanted the most options to get it. But a book where a word in the title or one of the author's names starts with one of the following letters, TBR Spin. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna have so many options. I'll leave it up to you all if you want to use T to count for the or to or something like that. I guess just the, because that's usually the one that I wouldn't count. I'm personally not counting it, but I will leave it up to you. And I might even bring mine in further to be only the first word of the title, as long as it's not the or an, because that's, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. Because it's already going to be too many options in my stack. Oh, Alchemize is on your stack too. Everybody's excited. Okay. I need it. I don't know. I feel like all of these are options. Okay. I could read In the Shadow of No Towers. That would be a very easy one to start the year with. I could do The Invisible Man because I for invisible. The Autobiography of Malcolm X by Alex Haley. This is my first book I can't do. Stephen King I could do. Karen Slaughter, I could do. Donna Tartt, I could do. Oh no. The Picture of Dorian Gray. An Artist of the Floating World. Oh, by no, Ishiguro. I can do that. Okay, I'm gonna need to do mine further. What do I want to do for this? Okay. I think I'm gonna say. I'm thinking. I'm gonna do a random number generator for myself real quick. And okay, and I'm just gonna do 1 through 3. 1 is author first name, 2 is author last name, and 3 is the title starts with it, because basically all of my books count for it, and that's too much for me to handle right now. So hopefully I should have done that on my computer screen, but just forgive. Did it generate? Am I hitting it? Oh, it was generating. Okay, it just kept wanting me to do 3. It just really wants me to do 3. That's fine. What did I say that was? The start of the title. Okay, that helps. That helps. So now we have In the Shadow of No Towers. Pretty Girls is still a possibility. Invisible Man is still a possibility. Okay, that didn't help. Misery is no longer a possibility. The Little Friend, no. The Picture of Dorian Gray, yes. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to not make decisions. Oh, okay. These are my options. It's like half my stack somehow. Okay, I'm gonna just look at your comments because I don't want to think yet. Oh, you also work in education, so love working people. I'm working on accessibility. Okay, we have Tilt by Emma Petit. Recursion by Blake Crouch. Oh, I'm so excited for you. That works for Needful Things. So that's helpful. Lots of options, but I think I'll go with Blue Beyond Blue by Lauren Slater. So many options. I know, too many options. This was a good one to get with the full stack, I think. Okay, well, I'm glad. I'm glad you. I was thinking of it like being more halfway through, but I did really want to get this one this year, so I wanted it on the wheel at the start of the year. If you don't know, there's always 10 prompts on there. Every time we get one, I put a new prompt on there, and there's usually it's 12 prompts total, 2 of them being spin prompts or swap prompts. I always call them spin prompts. They're all spin prompts. The Summer Without Men, Ship of Magic, yay! Oh, I love Ship of Magic so much. Boys Run the Riot, Volume 1. It has B and R. Oh, that's a good idea. How many letters could be in it? Oh, maybe that's how I'll do it. Theo of Golden right now, does that count? Yes, it's got T. It starts with a T. That counts. Violet Thistleweight is not a villain anymore. I have not heard of that book. It's a fun title, though. And Tyler with Earthly Possessions. Lots of options. Boys Run the Riot mentioned. Monk and Robot by Becky Chambers. I have so many options. I might pick Black Feminist Thought because I have 2 works with a letter. I like this idea. Okay. See, I knew reading the comments would help me. Thank goodness. Okay. Okay. So Strong Towns has both letters in it. And I actually have, oh, there it is. Charles L. Marone. Okay. No author name. So that's 2. Marlon James, no, but a B and S, that's another 2. Picture of Dorian Gray only has 1, so we're taking that out. This is helping. Invisible Man only has 1, so we're taking that out. Pretty Girls only has 1, so we're taking that out. In the Shadow of No Towers has 3. Oh my gosh, am I doing this? Am I doing this? Am I doing my Art Spiegelman finally? The book I kept forgetting was on my shelf because it's so large. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this. would actually be a really nice, because it is a graphic novel for anybody that hasn't seen the inside of this bad boy. It's a graphic novel, but it's read like flipping this way. This is the same author of Mouse, which was huge. Okay. Currently out walking the dog. Need to go home and get home and check my stack. Yes, please let us know what you pick. The Silent Woods, the best first spin. Yay! Oh, I'm glad you like it. I think I'm gonna do How Long Till Black Future Month by N.K. Jemisin. Ooh, love N.K. Jemisin. The Message by Ta-Nehisi Coates. I really want to read this book so bad. This like just recently went on to my like, if I see it in the bookstore, I'm buying it list. 7 of Mine Fit, just using the first main word of the title. Yeah, 6 of Mine Fit, just using that, which, I mean, these are very common letters, so that it makes sense. But yeah, this one I think had 3 letters represented just in the title alone. And then if I count his name, then it's 4. Okay, the book from Stack doesn't exist in English, but if I were to translate the title into English, then we have the in the name, hence fits. Nice, like it. Birdie by N. West Moss. I think I'll do Bellies or maybe The Starless Sea. I'm not sure if I can get that from the library next month. I've heard good things about The Starless Sea. I have too many options. Yeah, for real. I think going with Passing, Prometheus Bound, House in the Cerulean Sea. Easy one for exam season. Yeah, that is an easy read. This book has been on my kind of actively reading stack since 2024. Oh, great. I only let the first letter of the first word of the title work. Yeah, that's smart. Loved The Message. It sounds so good. And I just like watched an interview about it. So like now I'm more primed than ever. Rouge by Mona Awad. I read that. I love the Overstory so much. That is one of my favorite books of all time. Not to push you in that direction or anything. I have 5 options going by first word of the title. Might have to randomize. Yeah. I think I have to go with Brigands and Bread Knives by Travis Baldry because it fits the prompt from all angles. Ooh, that is fun. I still have 4 books left. Yeah. Tarzan of the Apes. Beguilement. Girls of Paper and Fire. Oh, yeah, double N's. Oh, Berry Pickers. Who is that by? Is that by the author of Tom Lake? I think I always just mix up those 2 books because the covers feel like they're giving off the same energy to me. This is 9 of mine. Need to narrow it down somewhere. Somehow. Maybe the one with most letters in the total. Yes. Yeah, we came to the same place. Sarah. Oh, another Sarah. Happy Place by Emily Henry. Love it. Happy Place. I can't remember where that falls on my Emily Henry rating anymore. It's been a while. I didn't actually like read that. I just looked at it. Cuddy for a read along. Oh, that is helpful then. Lots of options. Going to go with To the Bright Edge of the World because it's very winter appropriate. Ooh, smart. Treasure Island. Oh, by Robert Louis Stevenson. Pachinko. I love Pachinko. That's a great book. So do we need to use the first word in the title? You don't need to, because technically that wasn't the prompt. I did that personally just because it narrowed things down better for me. So I'm going to leave it up to, if you just want to narrow it down better for yourself, do first word of the title. If you want to keep it like more open-ended because you like having more options, then that's fine as well. Because technically it was written as any word in the title or the author's or one of the author's names. So I'm choosing the Bookshop book by Jen Campbell. I feel the bookish theme will do nicely for the first book of 2026. Oh, Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides, I think is how that's pronounced. I can never remember. Bookshops and Bone Dust, another Travis Baldry. Invisible Thread. Shortest one, A People's History. I'm pretty sure that this is my shortest as well without even checking. People's History of Evan. No clue. I don't have any of the books on my list with me. And I'm at my Nan's until the 3rd, so I will decide when I get home. That's fair. I mean, it's still December. Thank you for correctly translating all of my typos. I do think it's a skill I'm slowly developing. Like, oh no, I think this is what they meant to say. But I'm not always right, to be fair. A town like Alice. And some days I'm a lot worse at it than others. Birdie is an MG arc. It comes out in February, so that's my pick. Nice. Oh my gosh. Now I need to look into Boys Run the Riot. Pachiko sounds like a great choice. I think it'll make me cry as well. Oh, Birdie. Oh, Red, White, and Royal Blue. I do kind of want to read that one. I read another book by that same author that was pretty good. I didn't love it, but I feel like there's potential with me and the author. The Party by Tessa Hadley, set in the winter and just over 100 pages. Perfect. Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I went with the same rule, and that's what I got. Love it. I failed in 2025, but decided to give it another go. Yes, glad you're back. Silver Nitrate. Nice. Border Country. Got 6 out of the 7 letters. Oh, nice. Did a coin flip between the two. Smart. I think it'll be Sorrow and Bliss. Mouse is on my stack. Oh, nice. Thinking about reading it in April to post on my blog about it for the Victory Day. Oh, that's a great idea. My winner's 3 letters is Boys Swallow Universe by Trent Dalton. There are Rivers in the Sky by Alif Shafak. I still haven't read a book by him, pretty sure, but I'll say them just in case. Butter. Ooh. Oh, and it fits Ben's readathon. Oh, nice. Book called Rejection this morning. A fictional millennial exploration of incel culture. Ooh, that does sound really good. Finally getting to Perfume. I don't expect anyone to believe me. Oh, that's got a few of them in it. Or I guess just 2. I don't know. My brain is slowly losing it. Perfume is great, but his book, The Pigeon, is at least as good. Killing Reagan by Bill O'Reilly. Berry Pickers. Yeah, and Patchett. I just think the vibes of those covers, for whatever reason in my mind, are like, it's the exact same vibe for me. The Birds. Speaks the Nightbird. Might be the longest on my list. Melancholy of Resistance, which I'm planning to read in January anyway. Perfect. Going to read a little free library book. Live Flesh. Probably Live Flesh, not Live Flesh. Thief of Time. Oh, from the Discworld. Finish out the Discworld Death series. Wow. Congrats. That's very exciting. I haven't liked the other books as much as Red, White, and Royal Blue. I think it's the best one so far. Yeah, that's what I've heard, which is why I am thinking about picking it up. But I have watched the movie, so like that makes me unsure. Yay. Oh, I'm glad that you're joining. The Frozen River. Priory of the Orange Tree. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one to start the year with. It's also one that I very much want to read. So yeah. Oh, I'm excited to see what you think though. Might have to run the Band-Aid off or pick books I'd be happy to read any month. I left the books I've been putting off to the end of the year. Yep, I get that. Prior is long, but I found it to be an easy read. Ooh, okay, good. Loved The Pigeon. I'll have to read Perfume. I'll have to look into it in general. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into our first reading sprint. I guess we got to this point in 45 minutes. That's probably actually pretty average for us for TBR Spin, just by the fact that there are many more people here than we've gotten for last year for TBR Spin. Lots of new people joining, which is very exciting. So we are going to get into our first reading sprint. Again, you do not have to read the book you are reading for TBR Spin. You can read whatever you want. This is our January book. So technically it's not even time to. I always do it because it just helps me personally. If I get started, then I'm more likely to actually read it. So I always do at least one sprint where I'm reading my TBR Spin book that we just got. But what you do is up to you. You can read something else. You can do something productive. It's just reading sprint time. It's chill reading sprint time. And and I'll also be updating the Storygraph challenge to have this as the first prompt. So feel free to head there. You can add it just to the one that says January before I even put the words or put the prompt in there. But I will be updating that as well. So if you're in the Storygraph challenge, don't forget to update with the book you're reading. But yeah, that's it. I think we're ready. First reading sprint. So let me change this on over to our timer. Perfect. And we can go ahead and get started. Happy reading, everybody. Okay, first reading sprint done. How'd everybody do? I'm cheating a little. I've already started 2 from my stack. That's fine. I was planning on replacing them, but one fits, The Man Without Qualities. So I want to read it for this. Oh, perfect. I think that works. Technically, one of mine I've already started, but it's like one I've been in the middle of for a long time. I'm doing Persepolis 2, but not starting until January as it's a one-day read. Yeah, I'm realizing now that this is going to be one-day read, and I'm hoping that I can still use it on, like, because the time period on the Storygraph Challenge technically starts in January. Hopefully it still is fine. I think it will be, but I'll probably finish this today. Glad you explained. I'm in the middle of Leonard and Hungry Paul. Nice. The posthumous memoirs of Bracubas has 6 letters. Oh, that's awesome. I have a bunch of options, but I'm picking one of the shortest since reading time is limited in January. Smart. White Shroud. My husband and I decided to pick 12 books for each other. Oh, to participate in this challenge. That's so fun. Gotta say, some are more interesting than others that he gave me. Persepolis 2 is the more interesting category. Nice. I'm excited to see how that works out for both of you. Good luck. I have a hard time starting books someone else told me to read. I like recommendations, but not ultimatums. Yeah, I'm generally okay with it, especially when it's during reading sprints, which is why I always start them during reading sprints now. This is incredible, by the way. This is really good. Oh my gosh, I need to read Mouse now. It's basically like a collection of like big pages that were published in different newspapers, although it wasn't published very widely in the US because it was about the Twin Towers and had some like viewpoints that weren't quite what America was going for at the time. But like other countries, like in Europe, would publish it in their like newspapers and stuff. And they very much had like a similar viewpoint. But in the US at the time, it was very much like America first, like let's all get super patriotic, which is not quite where his stuff is leading. Speaks of Nightbird isn't my long list book. Cryptonomicon, wow, that's hard, is over 900 pages. No wonder I haven't read it yet. I'm glad I forgot that when I put it on my list. Wow. I got some good reading done. I have to head out for Sunday lunch with my husband and mother-in-law. Thanks for hosting. Oh, I'm glad you were able to join. Read 40 pages. Nice. I sorted out my hallway closets and unclogged the bathroom drain. Nice. Very good. Oh, I just like really did like a big clean of my office yesterday and it feels great. Changed my blanket out from the fall blanket that was still there from fall time. I don't have a winter one yet, but I do have this Gansey that I like and use most of the year. I read about 45 pages, not my TBR Spin book though. That's totally fine. It's not even January. Reading my last book of 2025, Addie LaRue. I'm halfway through. Oh, I really want to read Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. 36 pages in, Bookshops and Bone Dust. Nice. I'm kind of drowning in current reads, so I've been reading one of those. Smart. The Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore. I have to read it at this time of year, and I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, that's smart. I have a book that I wanted to read at this time of year, but now Christmas is over, and it was a Christmas book, so it might wait. I might not. Read 34 pages of The Memory Police. I love The Memory Police. I hope you're liking it. I could only read 10 pages, laundry, set up slow cooker, and cat took over my lap. That's just the way it goes, huh? Reading some short story collections that I want to finish before January 1st. Oh, nice. I need to get back into short story collections. I think that it could be fun to get back to. There was a time when I was like reading one a day, like not a collection, one short story a day. And that was really nice. Didn't start my spin book, but listened to my audiobook while cooking dinner. Awesome. I read about famous bookshops in Scotland, and downside of that is now I want to visit them all. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be great. Oh, I was supposed to go to Scotland in 2020. Still sad I haven't been. I'm reading Agatha Christie's, and then there were none. Almost there and enjoying the tension. Yes. I'll leave my TBR spin book to January. Finished What Moves the Dead, waiting until January for my TBR spin. So I'm starting The Keeper of Magical Things. I'm trying to get my library book stack down. Smart. I actually don't currently have a library book stack, mostly because the last book that I had from them just got returned for me because I didn't finish it. Joined a little late, but had time to watch the spin and choose The Book Thief. Ooh, which has probably been on my TBR the longest because I think I bought it shortly after release in 2006. That's also one of those that I've like always wanted to read. I finished 22 pages of Leonard and Hungry Paul during the sprint. I'll start the prompt book January 1st. Makes sense. I think that's the common move to do. And I totally get it. I found something that works for me, but if I wasn't doing it this way, I would be starting on the first of the month. Like when I used to do the spins not during a live, that's what I would do. I would just wait till the month started. Just started Mouse today. Oh, I need to get it. Like after reading the bit that I've read of this, it's really good. It actually like does remind me a lot of some of the aspects of Kurt Vonnegut's writing that I really like, but it's in like comic format, which is kind of cool. Which, to be fair, like Kurt Vonnegut does do a lot of drawings in his novels, but they are obviously firmly novels, not comics. They're just like some drawings every once in a while, whereas this is like full-blown comics. Didn't read during that sprint, but I'm gonna get on it in the next one. Yeah, I didn't get to too much, but I was also like grabbing my coffee, breaking up a cat fight. No, they were playing. It was just getting a little rough, a little rougher than I like to see. So had to break up the tension. Finished the first story in Stephen King's Full Dark No Stars during that sprint. This was my first King when I was much too young, and now I'm revisiting it. Oh, I've had books like that. I'm so excited to participate in TBR Spin this year. Yay. I was just curious if there's a place where all the prompts are listed out. I'm so curious to know what's coming. There is not, because technically we don't know what's coming. Since I add new prompts to the wheel as we go, there's always an equal chance of getting any prompt. And so like next month, there'll be a new prompt on the wheel that wasn't on it this month because we're obviously removing the one that's been on it. So it's fully chance. So I don't typically list them out beforehand. I say typically, I've never have. Listen to 7 short chapters. My book is 1,100 pages, so it'll take a while. Oh, I can't remember what you were reading. I think you said. Did you say? What are you reading again? Got through a chapter of Hemlock and Silver. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue is also my TBR spin stack. Hope to get to it soon. That would be a good TBR spin stack one, I feel like. I, for some reason, like hyped books on my TBR spin stack really helps me. Like that's how I finally read The Midnight Library, which didn't go great for me. But there's another one too that's like, or like books that I know like are talked about so much and I'll probably like The Lincoln Highway. I knew I was going to like that one. I love Immortals, but for some reason that made me not want to read it. So having it on TBR Spin really helped. Or the N.K. Jemisin. That's what I'm thinking of. The City We Became. I need to get the second book of that. Made some good progress on The Once and Future Witches, which I should finish the 31st, which is so satisfying. Oh, perfect. The Book Thief is one of my favorite books of all time. I've read it so many times. Oh, I want to stretch out on the sofa, but the cat is stretched out on it. I don't have the heart to make a move. I sat like in the middle of my couch yesterday for way too long because the cats were taking all the good spots. I didn't have 3 books on my library stack yesterday, so that helped. That gets me down to 5, but I have 2 holds waiting to be picked up. It always happens. Can you please remind me of the name of the book you're reading? This is In the Shadow of No Towers by Art Spiegelman. So the author of Mouse, but it's comics about his thoughts from the Twin Towers falling, which he was there for. So he lives in New York, and he lives in like the area of Ground Zero, and his daughter, I didn't realize, was actually going to school like right there. The Book Thief destroyed me. I was sobbing. Rated at 5 stars, obviously. I'm kidding, but man, I do love that a book that makes you cry. But also I'm a baby, so I'll cry at even books that I don't really like that much. They'll still get me to cry. Like I felt mediocre about tomorrow, still cried. Okay. But let's get into our second sprint. Happy reading, everybody. Okay, just finished another sprint, and I just finished my book, actually, just barely, with like a couple seconds to spare. So very easy start to TBR Spin for me, although very heavy as well. There was, oh yeah, how many pages is the edition? So I think I know more too from reading that last section. I'm assuming what the shorter version is includes just the comics that Art Spiegelman himself made. But then after that, there's this section on that talks about comics in general and like the history of comics in newspapers. And then it has examples that it references in that to other comics that were not made by Art Spiegelman, but he wrote the, thing itself talking about those. So I do think that the shorter version probably has like all the stuff that I most liked out of this. Like it was interesting hearing about the history of like comic strips and stuff, but definitely like the best part about the book was the actual comics from Art Spiegelman himself. Book Thief. I remember we talked about that. Really enjoying Theo of Golden. Beautiful story. Nice. Joined right on time. Did you get here like right for the start of that sprint? Oh yeah, I responded to that. Just finished watching last Herkyet episode. Oh yay. Oh, that right on time. That makes sense. I'm late, but going with Tess. That's a long one, isn't it? Am I remembering that correctly? I feel like that's one of the larger classics. I had almost my entire stack to choose from, but both the author name and title start with one of the letters. So that makes my brain happy. Yeah. I even in like the Storygraph prompt, like where I wrote in the prompt, I was like, this is what the prompt is. If that's still too many choices for you, then you can also, or you can narrow it down by saying like the one that has the most of the letters, starting a word or one of the names of the author. Definitely going to pick up this Art Spiegelman book. Oh, it was really good. Very quick. I will say, I do think that this actual like copy of the book is pretty expensive. Yeah, when it originally came out, this was $50 US. I got it fortunately from a publisher. So just fair warning, if it is like through a library or you can get it on like ebook or something for cheaper. It is pretty expensive. I read 30 pages because I also had dinner. 30-ish pages and loving Raja the Gullible, especially his mother. Love it. Yeah, I'm excited to pick that one up. Everybody's been talking about it. Now I want to talk about it. I want to have an opinion. I'm midway through making dinner. Yeah, I need to make breakfast after this. We'll probably do one more sprint. I got into my PJs and dressing gown for that sprint. So cozy. Oh, now I want to do that, but my days just started, so I won't. I went with Murder on the Lamplight Express for the second sprint. I always read multiple books at the same time, and I finished the two I was in the middle of yesterday. Oh, that's awesome. I also typically read multiple books at the same time, but I feel like I need to stop because it used to work better for me, but it doesn't anymore. Murder on the Lamplight Express. Is that a newer book? It sounds like it would be an Agatha Christie, but I don't think any of hers are like that. Murder on the... It's because it just sounds like Orient Express. That's why I'm thinking that. Oh, I've seen this book cover. Wait, this isn't a series, isn't it? Is it good? Do you like it? I only read 23, but I had to make lunch. Not sure how into the Keeper Magical Things I am. I keep zoning out and having to reread. Oh, that stinks. Hopefully it gets better or you figure out soon that it's not for you. Either way. This is like a cozy get together for the end of the year. Yeah, it is. It's like that weird in between time where like holiday time is over, the new year hasn't started yet, and it just seems like a good time to just be reading. I'm trying to finish my current book today, Bringer of Dust, second book in the Talents trilogy. Nice. Got a few people finishing books. I usually have 3 or 4 books going at the same time. I think I also struggle with like actively going. I typically have 2 where I do like an audiobook and a physical book. But I haven't really been doing that lately. I've typically been focusing on just one book at a time. And sometimes I have it in both formats. Sometimes I only have it in one of those formats. But I definitely like put down books in the middle of them often. And so I'm technically in the middle of like over 10 books, but not actively reading. I used to be really good about with nonfiction, reading a little bit of a nonfiction every morning. But I haven't really been doing that anymore. But also I feel like I like nonfiction enough at this point that a nonfiction could just be my book. And like, I don't need to have another book going on. Some multiple books is good, but I'm in the middle of too many. Well done on finishing some. Yeah, I've slowly been like chipping away at it. My number's been going down instead of up. And so that's good. It's a very slow, like a very slow slope down. Not too long. My copy is just under 400 pages minus all the notes. Oh, okay. I don't know why. I was thinking of that as like being like one of the gigantic classics in my head. But realistically, I probably just saw like a bound copy where the type is huge or whatever, and it looks gigantic. Like my copy of Little Women was over 700 pages, which I'm pretty sure is like the longest copy of that book. I'll finish my current book today. Today's sprints definitely helped. Yay. Oh, I'm so glad. I enjoyed the first book in the series, Murder at the Spindle Manor. Okay, cool. I would be interested in checking out that series. It looks really good. In Germany, we call this time between the years. Do you call it the same? I can't remember. Oh, I've never heard it called that. But I do really like that, in between the years. I try to only read 1 book per genre. Then I can pick up whatever I'm in the mood for, but I don't get them mixed up since they're so different. Oh, that's smart. That's a good idea. I'm going to read more nonfiction next year too. Yeah, I'm hoping to read more nonfiction, although I did at the end of the year really squeeze in some nonfiction. But I do have quite a few nonfiction I'm very excited about. And I think I have 2 on my list this year on my stack. I've got Strong Towns and the autobiography of Malcolm X. So that'll help. But yeah, I feel like I have quite a few that I'm very excited about. I really want to read another Hanifa Durrakib next year after reading The Little Devil in America this year, because that was so good. I really want to read One Year Will Have Always Been Against This. So I put in another hold at the library. I'm still so upset that I didn't make it to my library to pick that up in time the first time it came around. But I just keep hearing amazing things about it. So I think I'm going to have to read it. I still want to finish 4 books this year. I don't know if that's humanly possible. I didn't expect to finish another book today. I think that's my 95th book now. So I think I'll hit 96 for sure, and then maybe 97. I've heard Gavin, Jade, and Steph call this between miss. That's really good. I like that. Agree with more nonfiction. Have 3 in my TBR spin pile to help encourage. Yeah, I feel like I never think about picking up nonfiction when I'm like, what am I in the mood for? But I definitely I should look at those books more often, because I do feel like I get in the mood for it. I just don't recognize it or look at it. One Day Will Always Been Against is a very cathartic read. Oh, it sounds so good. I'm mostly a fantasy reader, but I'm trying to diversify my reading a bit and get more into more genres. Yeah, that's what I spent like this year and last year doing. And now I feel like I'm at a pretty good spot. I don't think I'll ever really love historical fiction, which is the main one that I don't read. But everything else now, pretty much, I read. And I do read like some historical fiction. It's not like one, I have to be really into the premise of it to want to read it. I'm pretty consistent with 20% nonfiction. I have Mother Mary Comes to Me. out of the library might read alongside her The God of Small Things in January. Do I? Is The God of... No, I'm thinking of Small Things Like These. I was like, that doesn't... It sounds almost familiar, but not familiar. And it's because I was thinking of a very similarly named book. The God of Small Things. I do feel like I've heard of that, though, still. It's just not one I've read, whereas the other one I've read. I need to look at the title, or the cover, too. Okay, yes. Oh, I think this was a book club book once. And I didn't read it. Oh, and it was a Booker Prize winning book. So yeah, I definitely would have heard it from that, because there was a time when I was considering trying to read all the Booker winners. That time is now past. There are some that I'm very interested in and that I will probably read. And I did end up reading The Bone People by Carrie Hume because of that. And I do really love that book. So it was a benefit. But yeah, I'll probably only stick to the ones that I really want to read. Like this guy. I really want to read that. And there's a couple others. Anyways, let's go ahead and we're going to call this our last sprint for today. So I'll be jumping back into my current read before I started that book, which is Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, which is also my December pick for TBR Spin. So perfect. Okay. Happy reading, everybody. Okay, how did we do for that last sprint? Let's see. Oh, Mother Mary Comes to Me, a memoir of her relationship with her mother. Eric loved it. Yeah, I haven't read anything by her, actually. That was probably apparent. Hi. I have the James Baldwin biography. I want to reread his books at the same time. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, I have a James Baldwin I'm hoping to get to this year, probably pretty soon, actually. I read Small Things Like These last year around this time, and it was so good. I also have read Foster since then, and also loved it. I've only read Small Things Like These by her. Was it Claire something, maybe? I can't remember now. And I read it like in the middle of summer, which was not the time period. But I mean, that was when it was up for the Booker Prize. So that was when I read it. Bought a copy of In Love, and I have a bind up of all his early works that I'm reading from for a personal project next year. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. No One Loved Baldwin, a love story. I just made a physical stack of my TBR, and it's creating a storage problem for me that I am going to have to solve later. Love it. I made it home. I have picked All Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates. That one's so good. Oh, I hope you love it. I'm trying to get my November new release done now. It's Making Nonfiction Crimes by Larry Harris and Shay Merck, and it's wonderful. Oh, I haven't heard of that. Making nonfiction. Oh, comics. Not crimes. Makes a lot more sense. I was passed through by children. I assume that's you're saying you didn't get much reading done. Up to page 308 of Addie LaRue. Nice. 35 pages. I actually have no idea how many pages because I didn't pay attention to where I started. But I'm going to guess like roughly 30 pages. And still good. A bit more learning of the magic system, I guess, in that portion, and a little bit of like planning for what's to come, which was exciting. Finished part 1 of The Book Thief. I finished Agatha Christie and got through 20 pages of Mouse. Nice. Up to chapter 4 of Treasure Island. Less than 100 pages left in my books, so I'll keep reading. Thanks for the sprints. Cheers for another year full of reading magical books. Yes, very exciting. Beginning of Tarzan was very good. Burroughs is always fun. I think I'm going to end up finishing this book just because it's such an easy read. I'm already on page 50, so I think I can zoom through. That's awesome. They drew the line at leaving me alone for a third sprint. At least you got 2 in there. I'm 63% through it of If We Were Villains. I was wondering if you could hear that. I have Zuko on my lap. And Zuko, when he's on a lap, when he wants attention, he'll do like tiny little meows to be like, okay, I need more pets now. And he does usually like to hang out on my lap for at least 1 sprint. So yeah, that entire sprint, he was like just giving me a meow every once in a while when I would think that he was finally content enough to fall asleep. I got 2 and a bit chapters read in The Thief. It's a fun and easy read so far. Awesome. I really want to read If We Were Villains. It wasn't my favorite, but it wasn't like bad. I think maybe it's too similar to The Secret History without being The Secret History, which I loved, which was really its downfall for me personally. So I think that a lot of other people would probably like it more. Maybe if I had read it further removed from The Secret History or before I read The Secret History, that would have changed things. I don't know. I'll be talking about it in an upcoming video, though. I have 12 pages left in 1/3 short story collections. Oh, 12 pages left in 1/3. My brain's not computing this. I needed a break from East of Eden. Yeah, so I completed the challenge I created on Storygraph that covers my whole TBR. Oh, nice. I love that you're doing that. That's so smart. 71 pages into Murder on the Lamplight Express. I also have a black cat on my lap right now. Yeah, he left. He usually does leave when I start talking. He's like, "Oh, it's over." So I was surprised that they hung out and gave me another little meow. I'm really liking it so far. I haven't read The Secret History. Great. Then I feel like that's very promising. In one of 3 short story collections, that makes so much sense. Okay, nice. So then, just 12 pages left. That's awesome. I also wanted to say that it was great finding your channel this year. Yay, you make great content. I'm looking forward to next year with your community. Happy New Year, everybody. Oh, yay. I'm also glad you found my channel. And yeah, I've really loved the content that I've like made over the past year. I think I more and more find like things that I really love to make and their intersection with things that people like to watch. And so this year I feel like I've made big steps towards that, which has been really fun. Only 40 pages left of Leonard and Hungry Paul. Couple's sick day, though, and may not have any more reading time until tonight. Thank you for cozy sprints today. Signing off. Oh, hope you're feeling better. Yes, I agree. Thank you so much for doing these sprints and building this community. Oh, I've had such a great time. Yeah, it's been awesome. Oh, I'm glad that you're all here. But that being said, I think that's going to do it for today. So we will spin it again in about a month's time for February. There will be swaps on there as possibilities. So that should make things pretty interesting. And besides that, I'll probably do maybe one just like normal reading / productivity sprints between now and then. And maybe we can get together. You can let me know how your TBR Spin books are going if you do start them on the 1st of January. But yeah, other than that, please like the stream. That does help. And I look forward to seeing you all soon. To look for another reading sprint now. Yeah, love it. Oh, yay. I'm so glad. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Yeah, Happy New Year.